I shot video I made by the car, and it didn't exposure jump up and down, and you saw like flakes coming down, rain. And I did it with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. I used the DJI Mic 2. I have the settings on the mic gain to like a negative 5 dB. It came out pretty good. A little dark, like today. Overcast, again, another foul day, like a week's worth of rain. But not rain, just hanging and not going away. Outdoor shots on days like so or evenings, I do take out the DJI rather than my primary Sony. Sometimes I do take the Sony out when it's raining and I shoot. I'm not afraid to take a camera in the rain as long as it's not all day doing that and I get my shot. I'm glad I got a video also done when on the water. And I'm out here not riding my bike today. I just want to walk instead. I don't want to take out on a wet day because sometimes, you know, when you're riding and the water just basically hits you on the back, wetness. And walking is good, just as good as biking. I created a topic addressing it to DJI, exposure value report. And original video, tell what you're doing in the settings, tell what you're doing in the scene and what the scene is like, and put it to Dropbox and post it up, and I'll send it on over to DJI with the folder file to the link that I was given to share. And as soon as I created that folder, somebody has to say something a little bit different. I am not giving up hope and trying to get this pushed to DJI with your help. And I'm the only one that's coming forward with some. And there are many people out there, say 500,000 cameras, and very few report the issue. Lately, promises are broken. Agreements are broken. And I'm not sure why. And I guess that's how things are being done. Maybe your last pickings, last resort. And sending out an email is an agreement. And you got to hold by it. Not really. I don't know what to do now. I kind of do know what to do, but give people chances, and that's not the way things should be done. Well, on my second half of my video, I'm going to tell you that I'm on the Insta360H Pro 2, and we'll complete it. This one, we're on the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro and the DJI Mic 2. We're not going to be on the mic. I may want to be on the DJI Mic 2. I'll turn it on and see if it connects just like that, and I'll let you know if I'm on it. I have a 7-inch picture frame that does up to 15-second video. It's good enough, and I don't have my original clips, but I grabbed my video and I put it on there, and that's what I got on my wall. I built a new shelf. I put my personal gear on there and some, and I put what I enjoy and hope it catches attention. Hope it captures attention when I do my things, and maybe I see something new coming my way. I could share the link to the world, and people could just basically share their video and photo to me, friends and family and more. And man, these picture frames are great. The thing is, the power cable I plug into a power bank AC. I think it's 12 volt. I wish it was a USB port or USB-C port in the back for power. Then I could do something a little different. Well, I pulled in. Yeah, I pulled into a rest stop. And I'm going to put the cameras down and do my highlight talk. Get some rounds going again and finish off with the Ace Pro 2. I'm going to put them side by side so this way I can see if I have jumps or not. We're with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro on my right, military left, and the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 on my left, military right. When it goes on the screen of your computer, how do you see it? Well, I should be showing it to you with the camera this way. It kind of like I'm a mirror image, meaning that if I walk over this way, which way am I walking in the camera? To the left-hand side. So if I'm going to the left-hand side, then I'm going to put the Insta360 Ace Pro in there. I'm just talking. So this way we can see if I am exposure jumping when I move the little bit. I have a light that's facing this way onto me above you, and I'm about 3, 6, 8 feet from the camera. If I take a step into the camera, a nice long step, 2, 3 feet, I don't know if I'm exposure jumping, and one more, nice and fast. I see something happening here because I'm probably on 25 frames per second, which I did not change my camera, and I apologize for that. That is what the camera auto flickering is doing. So I'm going to stop the video, switch on over to 4K 30 frames per second. Now this gives an idea that I change a setting, and if I'm exposure jumping, there's some water jumping down more into the Action 5 Pro area from above. Now, flickering shouldn't happen if I'm on 4K 30 frames per second with the light. If I went to 25 frames per second, a bird, it wants to get in the show. It shouldn't cause the NTSC to be PAL. If I was in my car at 25 frames per second, that corrects the light, the opposite of the dashboard from 2010 or maybe 2009. Well, different lights, different situations, different RFs, different hertz. We never know with the camera and how it acts, especially with Insta360, that you now can go in their software and do an anti-flicker and correct that issue that the Action 5 Pro has. DJI don't have software that you could correct anti-flicker. I'm with both cameras about halfway on a picnic table, reflection of water and the table to the camera, and me standing about 5 feet from the camera, center of both cameras. If I start to move a little bit over to one side, more away from the image of the screen, which I'm off screen and back on screen. When I look at the screen of the Ace Pro 2's back flip screen, I'm in view, but I still got this much more in the camera. So the same should be with DJI. I'll back up some, be about the same distance, 8 feet. It seems that depending on the lighting condition you shoot in and where you stand and your face, the priority that DJI picks up, it adjusts the color of your video, meaning it changes the exposure value to make it bright. It kind of locks in automatically and it's tweaking. We have no control over that. And could it be through the color sensor or the actual sensor of the camera through the lens? That most cameras will adjust automatically and hold strong. I've now switched over to the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and I'm with the DJI Mic 2 on. I swipe down and over to the AirPod pieces and choose one of the 3 microphones I have saved in. I did not have to relink, repair. All I had to simply was touch my camera. And that DJI needs to learn from Insta360, that we are able to store in the Insta360 the microphone and always go back to the ones we want without pairing up with the steps of Bluetooth. I must keep the screen up if I want to see the gain bar and keep within the dB levels. I believe I'm on -3 dB. I lowered it down some. I can double check. Hold on. But I'm not going to be in the same scene shot. I apologize. I dropped it down to -12 dB. Probably louder than the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. And I did not have to look in the area of the mic AirPods, but the microphone external gain area, and that's where I found it. 2 different areas. Well, things I wish, like I said, that had a gain bar on the front screen, they could put it on there if they wanted to. And I'm going to flip down my screen so I don't need to really see myself in the video. I'm centered. I know where I'm at. Really don't need to have it flipped up if asked. Motorcycle behind me? Yeah. City command bus? Pulling up soon? Yeah. And I don't have my screen up there. Got some squirrels and bird. Yeah. The Insta360, my settings, they're best I can do. 4K 30 frames per second. I'm on filter original, meaning standard, and nothing else different. Everything is about set up when you get the camera. And I'm holding it the same distance, and I'm not having any jumps or exposure issues with the Insta360. So yeah, you could switch to different cameras, take any camera you want with you. I got 3 with me right now. I got the iPhone, I got DJI, and I got Insta360. I got this power bank, 20,000 milliamp. USB-C retractable cable and a PD20 USB-C port. That's it. It's got a smart window showing you the percentage, and it's big. And I also got a solar powered one where, no sun. And let me tell you, it charges 9 volts. The Insta360 X5, not a problem, man. And if I needed all that extra oomph, I got it. Could run the laptop and more. So it's a nice power bank. Really is. Even the solar power one, 48,800, 40,800. I believe it's 48,800. And it put it on the bike. Let it gather sun, plug it in when you need power. That has a flashlight, 5 ports, 4 ways of charging, and do a lot of things with that one as well. I probably need it more for the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 because the battery life is not like the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. That lasts a lot longer. But I don't use my camera longer than one battery. When one battery goes, I'm good. I'm happy. I get an hour's worth. And I don't shut my cameras down. I leave them on. I just simply hit the record button. I'll give you a good reason why I leave my camera on. If I was to use quick capture, and did you see that video of me comparing the both companies, quick capture and the microphone? Helped out a person. I wish they would have said thank you that I helped them out. Puts a smile on my face. And if I have the camera off on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, I have to wait a good 5 seconds because one, the audio is silent, then it clicks in. Meaning that every time if I have this camera in the on position, the audio is silent and clicks in. So I have to wait 5 seconds with this in the on position. And of course, before I end my clip, I will hold it and not speak for 5 seconds, and then drop it down, and then end my video. And this way I could cut my front and cut my end without having an issue. Not many people out there that being positive about the camera tells you about that. We focus on the positive of the camera. And we do our best not to show those little problems. That's what they are. They could cause you a problem. Oh, it ruined my clip. How do I get the video? How do I do this? Is that the way the camera acts? You're posing? Or you're going? I don't have any nuts for you. Here comes your buddy. He wants to see what's happening in the action. All right. I'll see you later. I have an on-the-go camera, and that is the Action 5 Pro. On my first shot, first day starting up, it takes 8 seconds. But thereafter, up to 8 hours, randomly, it'd be on standby. So when I want to take that shot within 1.2, I got my video started. Within 2 seconds maximum, I got audio as well. Not with Insta360 Ace Pro 2 at all. Well, I talked about my cameras. I talked about exposure value, the hunting. And I want to see if I can grab it, put that video sample, but they're going to want the original and know exactly where the problem is at. And I can't do that if I bring that to Dropbox. Sure I can, you have a notepad file. I can't bring it with the DJI original file. If there is a file number of the camera, I gotta write down 50 characters, which is extra long for a file name. It's no longer file underscore 0001. It's DJI underscore action underscore Osmo underscore 5 underscore pro. The date, the month, the year, the time. It's too much information.